The look of charred wood has become a hot trend in home decor. The technique originated centuries ago in Japan and it was used as a way to preserve cedar siding. These days, it's often used for decorative purposes, and the technique can be applied to wainscoting, accent walls, column wraps, outdoor benches and tables, window shutters, all sorts of creative applications. The procedure involves charring the wood with the flame of a propane torch, then cooling the surface, cleaning it with a wire brush, rinsing off the residue, and applying a finish coat. The best way to dive into wood charring is to experiment. You don't need expensive lumber. Look for construction grade softwood lumber such as pine, spruce, and fir, which have a soft grain. Kiln dried lumber works best because wood with high moisture content won't dry and char. Set up a safe place to work that has plenty of ventilation. Charring works best with the boards oriented in a vertical position. For small projects, a propane or MAP gas torch can be used. For larger projects, a weed torch will work faster. The first pass with the torch basically removes moisture. The following passes will char the grain and spring wood. The soft spring wood will burn faster and deeper than the hard grain. If you plan to brush out the softwood for a high contrast grain effect, then you don't need to burn the wood to the point that it looks like firewood. If you plan to remove the spring wood, you only need to darken the entire board surface. Depending on the heat and cleaning technique, you can achieve a broad range of textures and shades. The final product can have a rich silvery finish, or you might prefer to show off the deep contrast between bands of wood grain. The resulting finish depends on how long the wood is exposed to the flame. For a more blackened in product with an alligator skin texture, char the wood until it won't take any more flame. A variety of brushes can be used on the charred surface for different looks and textures. A nylon utility brush will remove loose char and achieve a fairly uniform silvery sheen. The stiffer the bristles, the more aggressive the scraping action, revealing the lighter spring wood beneath but leaving the dark grain rings for a higher contrast. Use wire brushes with bristles of different stiffness to vary the effect. Drill-mounted brush attachments can also speed up the process. Use water to rinse off the loose char dust, then allow the wood to dry completely. It can then be clear-coated to preserve its natural color or be enhanced with the use of a stain or dye. The applications are endless, from charred cedar shutters and column wraps to accent walls and patio benches. Charred wood resists fire, rot, insects, and can last for decades. Find out more about charring wood for home projects at homeimprovementandrepairs.com.